But first, let's say a big welcome back after their festive breaks to our Den and Jane.
Happy New Year! Happy New Year!
How was it, Jane? It was your first Christmas without Jean.
I know. Do you know, I love my mother dearly, and everybody knows it, but, oh, my God, Ed and I had the most perfect Christmas. And because it snowed up in Yorkshire, and I'm so sorry everybody's stranded up in Yorkshire, there's a foot fallen this morning, but it was beautiful. On Christmas Eve, I opened the blinds and had the Christmas tree all lit, waiting for Ed coming in from his gig, and it was like White Christmas. It snowed and everything.
And you were Rosemary Clooney.
I was Rosemary Clooney. And it was just brilliant. I didn't have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning on Christmas Day to start peeling carrots like I usually do with my mother. And my mother was on her own, but she absolutely had the best time as well. So I think that's going to be the norm from now. But I had a party at mine on Boxing Day, so...
Did you not miss being away at Christmas?
No, I loved, actually, I've had a love affair with my home. It's been absolutely wonderful just to be at home. And on Boxing Day, when everybody was in, and I had a handful of George Michael's nuts in my mouth, and I thought... you know, life don't get any better than that. You know, they're beautiful. Thank you for the hamper once again, George.
Absolutely.
Yes, fantastic.
You were the one that squirreled his nuts, were you?
I was the one. Lovely they were.
No, Dens, you were away this Christmas, weren't you? Look at that tan.
I was away for the 3rd year running on my Caribbean cruise. And I just loved it. I mean, it was perfect to me because I wasn't in this country, because I won't bore everybody with me bar humbug Christmas. But I even said on Christmas Eve, not realising, and I said, what day is it today? Because the difference of being away in the sunshine, there's just no hassle, everybody laid back. Louis still got his presents and Santa had been back to the house when we got there. But, the cruise is it's a fantastic way, and it's not just for old people, even though I go on. It's not just for old people. It's a fantastic way to see the world. But there is a sort of a cruise mentality, isn't there? There's a sort of... Because my sister, like Jane, worked on the cruises for years, and she used to tell me some of the things that they said, but there was one woman came up to me, and she said, oh, I love loose women. And I said, oh, thanks very much. And she said, now, Waterloo Road. And I said, uh-huh. She said, well, I think that you're a really good actress, but a terrible teacher. And I went, oh... And she said, so why don't you just stick to the acting then? I mean, for real. And they're waiting for the answer. And
the dangerous thing is you can't escape that woman. You want to ship with her for weeks.
Well, that's exactly it. And again, my sister had told me some things, but people actually do say, do the crew sleep on the ship?
That's true.
And then the crew winding them up say, no, actually, we get helicoptered off at night.
That's right.
And at least 10 people complained the next morning to say that the helicopters kept them awake all night. Honestly.
Did Louis have a good time?
Louis had a brilliant time.
Louis
had an absolutely brilliant time. The youth workers and everything were fantastic. So all in all, it was a fantastic time.
It was a win-win experience.
It was. I was going to meet up with Scylla for a coffee in Barbados, but she was hungover after a party with Jerry Hole the night before.
Oh, hang on, I'll just pick these names up.
They're under there with George Michael's hamper.
And the party was with the real thing. Da 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 da. You to me are everything.
She's off now.
Now listen, ladies, have a little think. Right, where do you think is the facelift capital of the UK? Which city do you think has more facelifts going on than anywhere else in this country?
Well, it's obviously not London, which would be the obvious one.
You know what? You'd be really surprised, Dens.
Croydon?
No, it's Newcastle. Newcastle came top of the ops when it comes
the lasses
to combating saggy faces in 2009. The number of Geordies having facial surgery soared by 196%.
Never.
Yeah.
In the recession year?
Apparently, by the natural beauty of Cheryl Cole.
Wow. Somebody should tell them the facelift's not going to make you look like
that. Well, this is it. People want to look like her, but we would like to point out that Cheryl has no need for work. She is what God made her, which is gorgeous. So, as we enter a new decade, girls, do you think that you will do all you can to improve your face and from the neck up? What do you reckon, Dan?
Well, I'm a great believer in sort of little and often, I think.
And it's not...
No, not often. It's not a desire to look younger. It's like a little bit of maintenance. So, I mean, I've talked quite openly about the fact that I've had me fillers. I don't have round my mouth done anymore after my son said, why do you look like the Joker from Batman? Do you remember when I came in with that? And I have a little bit of Botox, but hopefully not enough that I haven't got any expression. And the only thing is, sometimes I like to think, oh, maybe I should stop. Because I don't have it very often, maybe once a year. Yeah, but then, of course, when you then get the wrinkles where you haven't had them for a few months...
Denise, I understand as an actress. I understand you want to look...
It's not as an actress, though.
Well, but as a woman, why are you letting yourself be told that somehow you can't be old, you can't have lines...
Nobody, I've still got lines and wrinkles.
We're all told it. It's inferred all the time that somehow... Men, they don't say to men, they don't say to George Clooney those laugh lines, ooh,
I
you
don't
better
care,
get them...
no, nobody says it to me. Nobody says it to me. Tim never says it to me. The family don't. It just makes me feel a little bit better if I don't have those big lines down there that can just get, you know, you see it in front of your eyes, whoosh, God, thank you,
But
John.
what I don't understand...
Fellas. You're not think,
because I honestly... of course I'm... I know that if I had that done, it would be fantastic.
Oh, I'd love that, because it's that profile thing, like Jabba the Hutt, when it goes down the street.
But I really want to grow old gracefully. I've said it before, and I'll say it. Well, you do, because at the end of the day, I've not seen one person who doesn't have more surgery, and they end up like this. And they don't look real, they look like Avatar, that film.
Yeah, but that's extreme, that's extreme. Yeah, there are some actresses that we can't name, very well known, who haven't come out about having surgery that we know have, who look fabulous, because it's been done very, very subtly. We've both had our eyes
we
done.
have. And also, not everybody... See, you've been blessed with very good genes, Lynda.
I haven't.
Yes, you have.
No, I've just got a lot down here that keeps this plumped up. One or the other, isn't it, really?
Not everybody is blessed with great genes, and I did lose a lot of weight when Henrik and I split up, but there was just that jowl that was... I just could not get rid of that. I couldn't get rid of it, and my eyes, I looked very tired all the time, and I just had my eyes done like you did, and I had a bit of liposuction taken out there, and I tell you what, I felt fantastic after it, and it gave me a lot more confidence to go out, and I think it's just a little bit of maintenance that I've had done. It's whatever works for you.
So you'd go again, yeah?
Yes, book it. If it starts looking bad, I'm in.
My eyes were the best money that I've ever spent.
At least you're honest about it. I mean, the other thing that annoys me...
George Bernard Shaw, the writer, said that when you get to 50, you should have the face you deserve. And I think I've got away quite lightly when you think of my part.
Absolutely.
Just from a skin point of view, mine should be a lot worse, I think. So I haven't had to have any peels or anything.
From a skin point of view, I'd really hoped that as I approached my 40s, I'd stop getting spots. What's that about?
Yeah. Well, they come and go, don't they?
No, they're constantly there. It's like permanent friends. I'd love to get rid of them. I really would. Really? And I, you know, I was the girl that always said never grow old gracefully. But as you get older,
you see, that's
you're starting to have more open mind.
If it makes you feel very unhappy.
If it makes you feel better and people have real things about that's fine. But it's the overall thing that a lot of women, for instance, think that if they have a facelift and look 20 years younger, they're told, as opposed to as though they've been in a wind tunnel, their husband won't go off with a younger model. Well, I'm sorry, I'm here to tell you girls, if he's that way inclined, he's going to go anyway.
I don't think it doesn't bring you happiness if you're not emotionally happy, because Sherry, and she wouldn't mind us saying, said that when she had some surgery done, she thought that it would get rid of the pain inside if she looked better in the mirror, and of course it didn't, because she was still emotionally upset. So I think you can't do it to make yourself feel happy.
That's what we